Unit 5. Warm-up. 1. A. The information booth is closed on Sundays. B. There is a tree behind the information booth. C. There are people working inside the building. D. A visitor is asking directions at a police box. 2. A. Some taxis are parked along the street. B. A man is calling a taxi on the street. C. A tourist is getting in a taxi. D. A taxi driver is opening the trunk. Conversation 1. Henry and Emmy are window shopping in Kawaramachi area in Kyoto.
I need to pick up something for my niece living in Hawaii. Do you have any good ideas?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is sweets. Japanese sweets in Kyoto are really good.
But can you send them overseas?
Sorry, you can't. How old is your niece? What does she like?
She is 13. She likes girly princess-like things a lot.
Then what about Nishijin's silk fabric? It's intricate and gorgeous.
The one for kimono and obi? I know it's beautiful, but too expensive. I can't afford it.
Kiyomizu ceramic ware is also famous. Most of them are handmade and beautifully colored.
Yeah, but aren't they fragile? I don't want it to get broken during delivery. I noticed there are a lot of wooden craft shops. How about the comb we just saw in the window?
Well, usually it's not a good idea to give a comb as a gift in Japan.
Why not?
Comb is kushi in Japanese, and ku means agony, and shi means death.
Oh no, I don't want to give agony and death to my lovely niece.
Look at the folding fans there. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, very cute. A folding fan is light enough to send. I'll take a look at the one with a black cat. She loves cats and collects things with cats. I'm sure she'll like it.
Background information. Kyoto was the cultural and religious center after it became the political capital in 794. Even though Kyoto was destroyed by many wars and fires, Japanese traditional culture matured there over the centuries. Now, Kyoto Prefecture is said to have more than 2,400 temples and shrines. Among them, 17 properties, including one temple in Shiga Prefecture, were designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994. 3 out of 17 are shrines, 13 are temples, and 1 is a castle. They attract many tourists from in and outside of Japan because each of them embodies the period when it was constructed. Goju no To, or the 5-tiered pagoda of Toji Temple, for example, is 57 meters high, which is the tallest pagoda in Japan. Ryoanji Temple, which was built in 1450, is also famous for its garden with 15 stones.
Conversation 2. Henry and Emmy are visiting Kozanji Temple, one of the temples listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Japanese traditional culture such as tea ceremony and flower arrangement were developed by the political elite, especially during the Muromachi and later periods in Kyoto.
I read in a brochure that this temple has the oldest tea garden in Japan. Was the tea tree from China?
Yes, the founder of this temple, Myoe, planted the tea seeds given by Eisai, a monk who returned from Sung during the Kamakura period. They grew well, and the habit of drinking tea came to be popular first among Buddhist monks and later samurai.
Interesting. It is like coffee. It is said that coffee was originally drunk by monks in Ethiopia to keep them awake.
Yeah, Japanese tea might have been used as medicine too.
Then how did drinking tea become the elegant tea ceremony we have today?
In the 15th and 16th century, it came to be associated with Zen Buddhism concepts and gradually formed as what we know as tea ceremony.
I see.
If you are interested, why don't you take a lesson? I'm sure they have a short trial lesson for tourists.
Good idea, but maybe some other time. I want to see more temples and shrines in Kyoto now. Useful expressions. Refusal. How about the kimono we just saw in the window for your sister?
I know it's beautiful, but it's too expensive.
Why don't you read Harry Potter in English?
Thank you for your suggestion, but the story seems very complicated.
Let's try bungee jumping.
No thanks, it's too scary.